beautiful rendition of Heal the World, which Michael wrote in the early 1990s.
Yes, yes. He would have been so proud of that. Yeah, it's a great song. That was great.
And again, with very much the same message as We Are the World. I think he really found it important to keep reminding people of that.
Well, Michael was very serious about the charities in which he was involved and the charities that he started, and the Heal the World Foundation was very important to him. And he raised a lot of money for humanitarian causes. I think people tend to forget that.
What did that foundation do specifically, Randy?
I'm sorry?
What did the Heal the World Foundation do?
The purpose of Heal the World and the foundation was to disperse food and money to underprivileged areas all around the world. And Michael took it on as a very personal
service, but you were saying how many parts that requires, and clearly the London troupe was able to fill those roles. But you remember when that song came out?
Yeah, when Quincy and...
Oh, hold on 2 seconds.
Coming out, as you know, I'm lost for words. I was his voice and his backbone. I had his back, so did the family. But we thank you. That's all I can say. We thank you very much. I hurt. I stand here trying to find words of comfort, solace, trying to understand why the Lord has taken our brother to return home from such a short visit here on earth. Michael, when you left us, a part of me went with you. And a part of you will live forever within me, but also a part of you will live forever within all of us. Michael, I will treasure the good times, the fun we had, singing, dancing, laughing. I can remember when we used to come home from school and we would grab a quick bite to eat and we'd try to watch the Three Stooges, as much of it as possible before Mother would come in and say it's time to go to the recording studio. I also, Michael, remember a time when I went into the record store and there was this man purchasing a lot of CDs, and he would go and grab another batch of CDs. He was an older gentleman. He had short afro, butt crooked teeth, and his clothes were rumpled. I walked up behind him and said, "Michael, what are you doing in this store?" He turned to me and said, "Marlon, how did you know it was me?" I told him, "You're my brother. I can spot you anywhere, regardless of your makeup. I know your walk, I know your body language, and those shoes did not help." Michael wore the same shoes wherever we went. But I guess that was his way of trying to experience what we take for granted. We would never understand what he endured. Not being able to walk across the street without a crowd gathering around him. Being judged, ridiculed. How much pain can one take? Maybe now, Michael, they will leave you alone. Michael was the voice of our angelic trumpets, and he will continue to be the voice, that angelic voice in heaven, nearest to our Creator, and waiting us when our day comes to pass. Michael, I love you. I will miss when we said our goodbyes, I will hug you and I say, I love you. And your response was, I love you more. You know, the Lord has a purpose for everything. And sometimes we just can't see it or understand it. But it will be made clear to us when we reach that ultimate reward of being in His presence. And Michael, you're there. You're right there. You have finished your work here on earth, and the Lord has called for you to come home with Him. So I thank you, Michael. I thank you for all the smiles that you've placed in many people's hearts. And I thank you for everything that you've done for others across this globe in the Lord's name. And I have one request, Michael, one request. I would like for you to give our brother, my twin brother, Brandon, a hug for me. I love you, Michael, and I'll miss you. I thank you. Janet, want to say something?
I just wanted to say, speak up, sweetheart, speak up. Get close. Ever since I was born, Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine. And I just wanted to say I love him so much.
We want to thank you all for loving my brother and supporting our family. Thank you and good night.
Talk about putting a human face on a very personal loss. You know, lest we forget, this man was a brother and a father and a son and a very important person in a family's life. I think 11-year-old Paris Jackson, I think, just reminded the world.
Going to be greatly missed by so many people.
But he'll live on, and it will go beyond that.
Yeah.
And, you know, as I said, my youngest child, my children today are still crazy about Michael Jackson music. And they see his videos, and the same excitement exists.
The music sustains his legacy, there's no doubt about it.
I thought it was a very, very moving and loving tribute.
Yes.
And you really can't underestimate the amount of time and energy involved in putting together something like this, logistically, the people and doing the numbers. And I thought it was beautifully done. There were tears and tributes, of course. There was laughter and music, Michael Jackson's music, sung by the people who really knew him the best. For example, Jermaine Jackson, who sang Smile, Though Your Heart Is Breaking, which really, I think, sums up the mood of what we saw here today at the Staples Center. And in a surprise, by the way, the Jackson family brought his casket to the Staples Center for the service, his brothers serving as pallbearers, each wearing a single glove on their left hand, which of course was Michael's trademark. But thousands of people at the service and people all over the world heard performances by Stevie Wonder, Mariah Carey, Lionel Richie. I think Brooke Shields spoke beautifully about their shared childhood experiences and someone who could relate very well to Michael.